I don't understand what's all this fuss about election spending or campaign spending or political ad spending. Listen, there is no direct relationship between the amount of money a campaign spends and the outcome of that particular election. Look at what happened in New Jersey. Corzine, the incumbent Democratic governor, in a very, very blue state, outspent Chris Christie 2-1. Okay? Christie won anyway. And why would we even assume that basically people will vote in accordance to the ads that they see? Why do we assume that people are stupid? Well, some people obviously are stupid, but I don't understand why the assumption about the public in general that, oh, we can't, it's a bad thing when money is spent on politics. What? Do you do everything that any ad you see asks you to do? Do you buy every product that's advertised to you? Do you know anybody that does? I don't. Maybe such people exist. I'm not sure. But in general, I would say people don't necessarily buy what's being advertised to them. People don't follow the direction that advertising gives them, including political advertising. Let them, let people advertise whatever. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Again, Christie Corzine 1-2 was outspent by 100%, and yet he won. The same story right now, this election cycle. I mean, I think Democrats have outraised Republicans by 30% and outspent them in the last few months by 50%, and they're still behind in polls. So now that you've heard that, and considering the fact that people crying about campaign donations from undisclosed sources, who might that be? Those people, undisclosed people donating money to political campaigns. The campaigns receiving those contributions are still behind in their fundraising, and yet they're winning. Well, imagine if they weren't behind, how much more they would win by. That's the fear. Anyway, I reject this illogic that somehow the election results are determined by campaign spending. They are not. They're determined by the actions of the voters. Okay? And as voters have demonstrated time and time again, they don't necessarily do what, they don't necessarily follow or vote for the campaign that spends the most in advertising. So shut up and stop whining. Vote the way you want to vote, but stop whining about other people, asking people to vote a certain way. Just do your damn job, Democrats, which is lose and leave the House. Just leave. Just go. Leave us alone.